Florida was the site of just a few small Civil War battles and skirmishes. There is no historical record of an engagement near Palliser Creek in Flagler County. But locals tell the story of Union troops stationed in St. Augustine who ventured south on a foraging expedition.
They're looking for supplies, livestock, fruits and vegetables, things that they can support their army with. And they're going to come into contact with some Confederate soldiers that are maybe guarding a road, the main road out of St. Augustine. And they're going to exchange some fire.
Ready!
Mark Judd is a captain of the 15th Alabama Company B, a Civil War reenactment unit who is part of the annual Palliser Creek Raid reenactment at the Florida Agriculture Museum near Palm Coast, Florida.
A lot of people get into reenacting for different reasons. Some people get in it because they enjoy camping. That's what we're doing, is we are camping. I got into it for the historical aspect of it. I liked to get into the mindset of what it was like for the soldiers. And then I enjoy the camaraderie. You know, it's like I have another family that's out here that goes to reenacting. My brother also reenacts, and he's here this weekend. So it's a good reason to get together and then portray the battle and honor our veterans both on the north and the south.
I'm portraying General Ulysses S. Grant, and one of the reasons that I decided to portray him was because, in my opinion, he's one of the greatest average Americans that ever lived. He wasn't stuck up, he wasn't, on a pedestal above his men.
I'm actually a revenue cutter captain, which is the forerunner to the Coast Guard. They were active along the coast here, doing raiding parties inland. They supported the Navy.
The reenactors show up, they start coming in Wednesday, Thursday night and start setting up their tents and getting all ready, and they completely go into their character, and it's just wonderful. The guests get to come through and look at all the tents that are set up and talk with them.
Together. One.
It's one of my days with my girls, and we were here last year. They had a good time. We decided to come back again this year. It gives them an opportunity to learn about Civil War and history.
Visitors to the reenactment can also get a glimpse of everyday life during the war.
I'm out here today with my daughters Dixie and Belle, and we are representing civilian life. There were very few ladies that were actually out with the troops in the camps, so we're more representing what the average person was doing at home. I love to teach and sharing with children and ladies what their roles would have been during that time period.
But the main draw of a Civil War reenactment is the battle.
Pistol right there.
This morning we'll wake up to reveille at 7 o'clock. That tells you get up, start cooking breakfast. After breakfast, guys will make sure that they have cartridges loaded, that they have their caps, all their equipment squared away, fill their canteens. A lot of the times during reenactments, and especially the larger reenactments, we'll have a drill session where we'll fall together and we'll practice our manual of arms.
1, 2, 1, 2, 1.
We'll have an officer's call at 10 o'clock this morning. The officers from both sides will meet. We'll go over the battle plan. The Union's going to start. And if they want
The call to muster brings all the troops into line for a march to the battlefield.
15th Alabama, first call. The gray to the right, the blue to the left.
Both sides present their colors, and the battle begins.
I like to almost put it like a sporting event because, you get excited, your blood gets up. Sometimes you'll get into the moment. And as a historian, you're like, I can't believe that the men fought this way. You stood shoulder to shoulder and you advanced across open ground towards the enemy.
Of course, every battle includes casualties.
Part of the way that we determine if you're going to die, or how we refer to it as take a hit, is first we know who's going to win or lose that day. So the officers are going to say, well, in this sort of scenario, we would be pushing forward, we would be under fire, we're going to need to take some casualties, take a few hits. looked like we had a pretty good fight, good reenactment. The Union ended up being victorious and drove us from the field. We're going to do a salute now for the crowd.
While the details of a skirmish at Pellisier Creek are unknown, this reenactment tries to do more than just recreate a small Civil War encounter.
15th Alabama, all present or accounted for, sir.
It's not about North and South. It's not about Yankee and Confederate. It's about bringing history back to life, showing the public what it was like for the soldier on the field and what the hell it was that they went through for their beliefs, no matter what the beliefs were.
We're a part of history here at Florida, so we want to make sure that history stays alive and it's still living and breathing here in Florida.
See full episodes of One Central Florida the first Thursday of each month at 8 p.m.